back.
Hi.
We're in the days.
Afternoon, mofos.
We're in the days in Helen.
Our first 0 day.
Yeah, technically.
Yes.
We just needed to stop because it's 100% rain, and
Lots and lots of water, rain coming from the sky.
And since we already tested our rain gear yesterday, and we figured out that these REI gloves that I got maybe like 3 years ago, they aren't as good as these possum gloves because they like have air bubbles in them or something, and these don't.
So we were discussing the different insulation properties, and these are a synthetic material, which is good, but they're also just like a knit. So they hold the water right up against your skin. These are made out of a natural fiber, some kind of possum that I guess only lives in Australia, but the fibers are hollow. So there's insulation in the glove built in. So even when it gets wet, it keeps your hands pretty warm. And we got these, and everybody has them now. So everybody can keep their, we bought them from Z-Packs. They're not that much. I didn't think that they were that much considering what they are. They're like $30. If we ever get into a situation where it's going to rain consistently, again, like it did yesterday, I would probably have some type of waterproof cover, maybe like a mitten, or I'd even talked about maybe just using like a grocery bag. Just put your hand in a grocery bag, keep the water off. You can still hold your trekking poles.
These pairs, they costed about $60. They have these.
We got them on clearance or something. They have the little conductive tips.
And the
you
clips,
can use your phone,
so you can,
and then
like with the other
together.
pair, you can clip them together. So like with my strap, I usually just clip them on. So those were $60, and Mom says that these are $30. They don't have any of the special stuff, but they work.
These
a
are
lot
conductive
better.
as well. They have the conductive tips on the index and the thumb, so you can still look at your phone with the gloves on. You don't have to take them off. My favorite piece of gear is my alpaca hoodie. I got this. I've had this for a really long time, but it's a Appalachian Gear Co. Unfortunately, that business is no longer. But Dad and I both have these, as well as some other things. We've got hats and there's sleeping bag liners, and then we have like a blanket at home that we use on the couch, and it's all alpaca wool, so it works even when it's wet. And this is all I wore yesterday. I'd never put on a raincoat at all. I just when the rain was falling, I put my umbrella over myself, which actually ended up being another benefit of that, was that my pack straps stayed dry as well for the most part. So my pack compared to Britt's pack, Britt used you have the REI rain gear?
Yes.
He had the rain gear from REI, the pants and the jacket, and he stayed dry, but his pack straps, of course, got wet. So we've been in the hotel since yesterday, drying things out, and almost everything is dry now. But the humidity in this room is quite high.
Feels nice, like homely.
So yeah, we went and got Ingles lunch, which we like their little Asian food bar anyway. We got some salad and some fruit, which is something that we don't normally get when we're hiking. The boys got refills of candy because, whatever motivates you. And yeah, and as forecasted, it's been raining all day. It started raining last night again when we got back here, and it's been raining since last night. I think the rain is supposed to stop tomorrow morning, and we'll head back midday tomorrow and pick up where we left off. Where did we hike to yesterday?
Okay.
From? Do you remember?
We hiked from the Blood Mountain mountain crossings to Helen, or whatever the gap near it is.
Hogpen.
Hog and Gap.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be partly sunny with a small rain chance, and the temperatures were supposed to be in the 50s, I think, 40s or 50s. And as we were hiking, you'll see in the video, with the wind, our thermometers were reading like 40, but there was ice on everything.
Lowest I got was 31 with my thermometer.
There was a
on my bed.
31 for a while, and I think that was when we were on the windy side. So you kind of cross back and forth. When you're on the mountain, you go to the non-windy side, and then you go up and over and onto the windy side, and back up and over and onto the non-windy side. So when we were on the windy side, everything was iced over. The trees had icicles. And then at the very end, remember the trail was even frozen. The roots and the rocks.
Because like on those steps that they make with the, because it's like gravel and then there's those wooden logs and like the poles that are holding it up. Those had frozen, so like you had to be really careful when going down there because it was like really, really hard not to slip.
Because you wanted, yeah, it's the spot that you're meant to step, and if you put your foot there, you're going down on your, hopefully on your keister. But
and then there was this massive sheet of ice over a bridge, like a little footbridge.
at the road crossing,
Yeah, right as we got to the
and then
car.
we found the car, and it was covered in icicles.
It was so cool.
It looked really neat.
When you open the gas cap, it's like all the ice fell off. It's really cool.
I thought maybe the hatchback might be frozen shut when we first got there to open the back and put the packs back in the car.
It'd be really hard to get it frozen shut.
So we're just hanging out, feeding ourselves and drinking lots of water and watching Marvel movies all day. And Oliver and I have been rolling our feet on the cork ball, which is around here somewhere. And just making sure we're getting lots of calories and lots of water and making sure everything's dry before we leave again tomorrow, because it's going to be cold, but it's not supposed to rain, hopefully. So yeah, we'll put some other stuff in here if we can get other people to participate. We'll see how it goes. All right, anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we got it. We made a pretty good first judgment on our gear as far as how successful we were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just going to keep getting warmer. So there's that. All right. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Adios.